Good morning, buenos días, muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros this Sunday on the Domingo Live. We're about to tell you about a holiday favorite, a South Texas staple, especially
turn
around
on
the
your
holidays.
smell-o-vision right now.
Tamales. I know we got your attention.
Right
Tamales.
Right here.
The second annual Tamale Fest here in the Coastal Bend, and our guest brought us some tamales. Thank you so much for bringing us the tamales. No, as Rudy asks us a question, I will be eating the tamales.
That's right. She's gonna multitask. We got Angela Rodriguez here representing this wonderful festival that, for the second year, we're hoping to make it just as successful, if not more successful than the first one. And it's so important because it is a festival not just about tamales, it is about preserving the culture and the traditions. Tell us a little bit about that.
So lately, and this all started with my mom, who is our tamalera, if I may. She has been making tamales for years. And when she started this last year, she just wants the ladies, in her words, like her, to come out and sell their tamales. There goes Barbie.
How would you think I was playing?
Okay. We're gonna keep the distraction para acá este lado, ¿verdad? Porque unless there's we're gonna see your technique.
So can I have a napkin?
Sure.
Ya alguien me hizo ojo, ya se me quedó aquí.
You're gonna
This
love
is
it.
how
You're not
you
gonna be able to
properly eat a
stop.
tamale. Watch, check it out, just like that. What do you think? Pretty amazing. Okay, please
Yay.
continue.
Awesome,
Sorry.
awesome. 2 thumbs up, Barbie.
Three. There you go.
So what my mom wanted to do is she wants to preserve the culture of tamales, of how you make tamales, and like we were speaking, where you said that it's a tradition. It's a Mexican, Hispanic tradition where you are at the table, everybody has their stations of what they're gonna do the, embarrar, and then put the meat in the tamal, and, so it's just a tradition. And it's not just of making the tamales, but just that what the tamales represent is family.
Exactly.
And that's what the tradition that my mom wants to keep going, and wants ladies, and again, in her words, that, make the tamales, and she wants to spotlight them at this tamale festival.
Sure, of course.
So that way people know, hey, this is not a dying culture, like where it's still going. We just need to bring it back to the spotlight.
Exactly, and introduce it to the younger generations because they need to know that there were times before, this thing, and before this thing,
Exactly.
and before television had more than 150 channels.
Yes.
The folks would sit around a table and not only do the embarradas and the meat, but they would tell stories and talk about this and that, and talk about how their grandparents and great-grandparents made this a tradition. And so this festival right here celebrates that culture.
Yes.
How can our community take part in this festival, and how can they enter their tamales?
So we are still looking for tamale vendors. So let me talk a little bit about the festival. So the festival is going to be this coming Saturday, November the 18th, and it's going to be from noon till 10 p.m. It's going to be at the Old City Hall Park. The address is 100 Kinney Street, right across from the Residence Hotel. We are, of course, going to be having tamale vendors, and just to kind of entice the public a little bit, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of the flavors that we have so far. So we're going to have the spicy pork, we're going to have pork, we're going to have the spinach, chicken and cream cheese, bean and cheese, and bean cheese and jalapeno. So those are just a few that are going to be available for purchase. Not only are we going to have tamales, but we're also going to have a variety of food trucks, and we're also going to have live music. It is free admission, and it is pet friendly, so we invite everybody to come along, to come over and, try out all the different tamales that are going to be available.
Sure. Now this is happening over at the Old City Park at Kinney and Shoreline. Más o menos, in case you're not familiar, where is that?
It's right across from the Residence Hotel.
Okay.
That's the best.
That's the best way to get there. It's right there, Shoreline.
Yes.
Kenny and Shoreline,
Shoreline,
corner of Kenny and Shoreline.
Yes.
It's easy. Just get on Shoreline and you'll be able to
Yes.
find it.
Or
It's where
just-
the old Memorial Coliseum used to be.
Yes,
right
yeah,
in
and
that
just
area,
put it on
right?
your GPS. As we were talking, we are still looking for tamale vendors, and also any maybe people who may be interested in being a sponsor
Sure.
for the Tamale Festival. We would appreciate it. Point of contact is Yolanda Ibarra. Her number was on the flyer that we just showed, but just in case you missed it, it's 361-695-0056.
Very good. The tamale that I had was delicious. And I know that we were talking to your mom during the break. Hopefully, she will do a class.
Yes.
So people can learn. I know I don't know how to make tamales. I remember when I was little and I would help my grandma. But it was something I would love to take my daughter to, so we could learn together.
Yes,
Oh, I would love
yes.
that.
Yeah, that's something that we're currently working on. So hopefully we can partner with somebody, or maybe, do it on our own.
Sure,
So yeah,
absolutely. We'll keep it informed, and we'll keep you
Thank you.
informed at home as well to find out when and if these classes do come about.
thank you.
It's an awesome thing
right.
because it is part of who we are.
It is.
Thank you
it
so
really
much for
is.
being here, and thank
You're
you for bringing the
welcome.
tamales. So
You're
good.
I
welcome.
can't
Thank you
wait to
so much
try
for
one.
having us.
This
We
one.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Angie. Ahora, una vez más, we're so happy to have here in the studio this young lady who I mean, she just has this talent.
Of course.
And
And
the
she
fact-
told me not to eat at tamales.
No, she said stay away from
No
that.
lo hagas, papi, ya lo hice, ni modo,
You're
aunque
gonna
sea
regret
uno.
it. No.
Porque se me sale un grano, that's
No,
why.
I'm gonna get that. She's gonna run 2 miles.
That's right, I'm gonna run home today.
There you go. Exactly. La